and Allie show. If you're just joining us this morning, very eventful morning already. Richard, quickly, we have to get to the ADD news, kick off a brand new hour of the show, but you're on the phone. What do you got for us?
Oh, I just your conversation might have been a scam because I saw a whole special on John Oliver, and all those accidental texts, a lot of them are organized crime, trying to get people to start friendships, and then they don't start off asking for money, but then like weeks later they're like, oh, and somehow they get money from people.
I didn't realize that the person reached out later and was like, I'm still thinking about our conversation. Like, that's what makes me think it was a scam.
Who's been scammed more than me?
You. So you would be scammed again.
No, I know scams now. She did not have an eagle tattoo on her or something like that would have made her official.
I know the picture that she sent probably seems realistic,
guys,
but she could have taken it. They could have taken it from anywhere.
I know about the wrong number scam. Trust me, I'm well aware. It's an oopsies. I sent a nude to the wrong person. Hey, now you owe me a nude, and then they blackmail you for your nude.
You've been down that road.
I've been there many times. I know that one. Okay, I invented that one. This is different. This was real.
This is different. This is real. You're whipped by the mystery girl.
I'm just saying.
If you could just send me that picture, then I can reverse Google image search and find out where it exists.
It's been deleted. I'm telling you,
there's no way
it lives on your phone for like a year after you delete it.
It better not. Flush my phone in the toilet. Hold on, let's get to your ADD news right now. Kick off a brand new hour of the show.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. News you can trust. Ish.
So I wanted to start off with something that we didn't get to yesterday, and that is the Powerball winner. The $1.3 billion that was up for grabs. We found out one winner in Oregon won all of it.
Some hipster in Portland.
Yep, some hipster in Portland. And Oregon does have the same law as California in that the winner's name does have to be made public. They haven't released the name of the person yet, but the person has already come forward to claim their winnings. Good. And they bought the ticket in Portland, as Klein said. Usually they have 60 days, I think it is, to come forward and claim the prize. And that's usually time that the winner would take to hire a lottery lawyer.
Right.
Get their ducks in a row. Talk about how they're going to spend their money, what their plan is before they actually come forward. Because I know soon that's when they're going to be revealed.
Yeah, experts say the best thing you should do, and this is actually good advice, is you call up everyone in your family and say to them,
Bye.
No, you don't say bye-bye.
I never liked you.
No, you call up everyone in your family. This is what you do if you ever win. You call up everyone in your family, all your friends. You say, hey, I'm in a bit of a rough patch right now. Is there any way I can borrow some money? And you make notes as to which ones of them say to you, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I wish I could, but I can't. And which ones say, absolutely, I will. And then when you come forward and you're the lottery winner, you know exactly who to give money to.
Dude, that's messed up.
Why? Why is that messed up? Now you know.
Now I have to say yes to all my friends who ask me because I'm going to think maybe they won the lottery.
That's right. Just got to give your money to everyone.
I'm going to go broke being like, maybe they'll come back.
You ask every single person that you know is going to about to hit you. Coworker, hey, I'm just having a rough time right now. I need a kidney. Can I borrow $10,000? I promise I'm good for it. If they say no, sorry, can't help you, you tell them the exact same thing.
So this person wouldn't have had time to do any of that stuff.
Well, they
because
did.
Technically, the drawing was announced on Sunday at 2:30 in the morning. By Monday, not even 24 hours, they had already come in and said, it's me.
That would have been me, too.
I'm like, I wonder if they owed somebody money or if they had all these bills that were piling up and there's some reason why they need the money right now.
I just think that why wait? Like, I'm the same way.
We just went over all the reasons.
Yes, the experts explain you're supposed to get, exactly. Prepare, get your estate set up, do all the stuff, get the lawyer. But
boring.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
this person's going to be a fun
Where's the blow
at?
Right. Come on.
Yeah, less talking, more spending.
I mean, the fact that they're already making this mistake is exciting.
Great. I can't wait to
really need someone to just blow it.
Yeah, they're gonna get that lump sum of $600 million probably by the end of the week.
Great.
Oh, it's great.
All right, the
jet skis and blow, baby.
The women's NCAA championship between Iowa and South Carolina was the most watched women's college basketball game of all time. 18.7 million people on average watched it, but the peak of the game had 24 million people watching, which makes it the most watched basketball game of any kind, men's, women's, college, WNBA, or NBA, since 2019.
Caitlin Clark effect.
Yeah, and Caitlin Clark is a big part of this because she's just so good and so fun to watch. And she really has changed the interest in the sport. And she hasn't been drafted to the WNBA yet, but the most likely team to draft her is called the Indiana Fever. And though they have not officially drafted her yet, prices for the first few games
tickets
are already 10 times the price. And I'm looking at seating for game one. It's already pretty much sold out, but some of the resale tickets are like $800 or more. When if you were to buy a single ticket, like kind of crappy seat, it's like $20.
Yeah. So there's going to be that merch and everything.
It's just crazy that in that, like, people are already hypothetically going, all right, I'm going to follow these steps, and I know it's going to lead to this crazy game, and I'm going to make a bunch of money, and that's what people are doing already.
We kick off a brand new hour of the show. We do it exactly at this moment.
Klein Alley Show.
You guys get fired already? I really hope you guys didn't get fired, because I don't know what else I'm going to listen to in the morning.
Oh, wow.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
All right, welcome to your Wednesday morning here on the world famous KROQ just after 7 o'clock. Coachella tickets coming up later this morning. Get you into Netflix as a joke. A couple of shows this week. We got tickets for you to go see Big Mouth live at the Greek Theater. The cast of Big Mouth all on the same stage at the same time. And if you'd rather see Jon Stewart and Friends at the Greek, that's happening May 2nd and 3rd. We will get you into both those shows later today if you'd like to join us for Petty Claims Court. And you are in a spat right now, no matter how small it may be, about something
your wife on the phone.
super petty.
About what you've been doing.
I wish we could, but
I'm sure you wish.
I wish nothing more.
I really wish we could do that.
But we can't, so if there's, I don't want to steal the valuable airtime away from the listeners. So it's all about the listeners. Also, Anonymous coming up later today. It's Omar's turn on the hot seat. Everything
let's do Klein again.
No.
Yeah.
Everything that Omar does that annoys all of us, he will have to sit and listen to.
Omar's a perfect angel.
Our voices have been disguised, so he will not know who said what about him. But here's a tease, Allie.
You always play that hoo-ha drop whenever you can, even when it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, he does love that hoo-ha drop.
I do.
Ooh-ha.
Yeah, all the time.
It's so good, though.
Sometimes it makes sense, a lot of times it doesn't. But
It makes sense all the time.
Ooh-ha.
there it
See?
is. See? That's later this morning, the things about Omar that annoy us the most. He'll have to sit and listen to them. And I recommend everyone does this with whoever you work with, your group of friends. It's a great way to clear the air, so to speak.
714 and many others on the text line are asking to borrow money from me. Allie, I'm in a rough patch. Can I please borrow $2,000? Yeah.
Listen.
Yep.
562
problem.
said it best. Klein, you're a genius. Now I know. That's what happens. You ever come into money, you ask people in your life if you can borrow from them first, because then they won't come back and ask you after they just turned you down. Hey, Amanda, what can we do for you on the phones this morning on KROQ?
Hello, good morning. Your conversation was hilarious, but not my intention for the call. I was curious if you guys, you and Allie, have heard of artistic swimming.
Ooh-ha.
See? Always perfect.
Perfectly timed
Nicely
and relevant.
done. Autistic swimming.
Autistic?
No, artistic.
Oh, what is that? No, I have not heard of it.
Is that like synchronized
Okay.
swimming?
It's synchronized swimming. So it used to be synchronized swimming, but now they've claimed it as artistic swimming. So we actually have the U.S. national team that trains out of UCLA, and they just made it to the Olympics for the first time since '08. And it's pretty amazing. You guys,
Are you
challenge
painting
you guys
underwater? What is this? What are you doing?
No, it's synchronized swimming.
These colors
Then
are
it's
running everywhere.
Just call it synchronized swimming.
I think
Yeah, why
I think
did they
synchronized
change
got
it?
canceled. Like it was one of those words.
really?
synchronized
Problematic
got canceled.
word.
What's wrong with
so
synchronized?
artistic.
I think it's
don't
racist
know.
or something, probably.
That's a negative. That's a negative.
Oh.
But I challenge you guys to look up their swimming routines, because I'm actually hosting an event for them because I outfit them.
Okay, here's
No,
some
that I
personal
actually
reasons.
have gone down this rabbit hole once on YouTube watching synchronized or artistic swimming. I didn't know it was
Thank
called
you.
that, but it is really difficult what they're doing.
I don't
and
care. Who cares?
It's
Yeah, they keep that
amazing.
lipstick on underwater. It's crazy.
I know, and the little shower
That's the
caps.
hardest part.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part.
That is the hardest part.
No. So I actually, okay.
Omar, maybe she's born with it.
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't know. So, so the purpose of this call is to make everyone aware of the fact that they've officially changed the name from synchronized swimming to artistic
No,
swimming.
that they got into the Olympics, right?
Well, that they got into the Olympics, yeah, exactly. And our team is like the only male that's going to be in the Olympics this year, which is a huge thing. So I'm hosting an event, and I wanted you guys to make fun of it or plug it. All that you can.
we can't.
We
do
choose
that.
make fun of.
Yeah, I'll go with make
Okay.
fun of. Sure.
All right. Well, either way, Nicole said she was interested, so I'm,
She doesn't care.
Yes, she
No,
does.
she's just being more pleasant than we are, but she doesn't care. She's not going to any artistic swimming event unless Incubus is there.
I think we should all go.
Incubus will be there.
Oh,
Incubus will be there.
All right, what is
Yeah.
your... this is going to open up a dangerous, slippery slope now of everyone calling to plug whatever dumb thing they got going on, but go ahead.
Okay, so artistic swimming, save the date, April 20th at Fullerton Junior College.
No, we haven't...
Wait,
done that.
420? We have way more important things to do.
goodness.
Yeah,
I
you can't do
know,
it. Now you're competing with us. We got a Dirty Head secret show at the
You're
Dirty
competing
Heads.
with Coachella, 420.
Yeah, you got a lot. You got a lot
Mine-
going on. That's why she needs the help to promote it.
Mine's free. Incubus will be there.
Mm-hmm.
Also the Spice Girls.
Oh, and the Spice. Okay, great. All right.
The Spice Girls are going to be there?
Send us a message, Vanessa. Omar, drown
Send
her
us
out.
some of your videos of artistic swimming. I want to see, especially the one with the guy.
Yeah,
And some autistic swimming, too.
I would like to see that.
I wanna see some of
Congratulations
that.
on making the Olympics. That's exciting.
Ooh-ha.
All right. Well, so much for our secret show with the Dirty Heads on 420. I'm canceling it and going to this little swim fest. This is KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ.
KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
All right, it's KROQ. Klein. Hold on. Did that turn around? Klein Alley Show. What's up? If you want stuff from us, what do we got for you today? Coachella tickets coming up. We'll get you into the Netflix as a joke thing. We also have for you Anonymous. It's Omar's turn on the hot seat. Things about Omar that annoy the rest of us, and he has to listen. They've all been recorded anonymously, so you don't know which one of us said it, but here's one.
Whenever we have an off-air conversation, you record us, then play back the audio to ruin our lives.
That is one of the many
That's
things
one of the things I love about Omar.
Omar does. We have a little...
There's also stuff that I haven't played that I can play. if you
No,
like, Klein.
I would like you to not play anything you haven't
Okay.
played, because I don't...
So many more
I'm
voices
guessing
that
that was
Klein can
yours.
do that we didn't know.
Yeah.
Don't play anything else.
We're gonna get him canceled.
Don't play anything else. We'll get to this coming up. This is Anonymous. All things about Omar that annoy us.
How many pictures of you by toilets is enough? Get another hobby, you weirdo.
Okay. We'll get to it later. But let's get into your
I
news
agree with
right
that
now.
one.
That one.
Yeah. That one's got to go.
Every once in a while it hits home and you go, you know what? I'm going to make a life change. Let's get to it. It's time for your ADD news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. Se habla español.
Hola.
Oh, wait, we don't.
Jake,
Yes.
you had a long weekend not seeing the eclipse and getting into car accidents, but I want to tell you something that's actually going to make you feel better since we've been bashing you over the last 2 hours.
My favorite new nickname for Jake, by the way, is Jake not from State Farm that came through on the text line.
Oh, it's so ironic that
It
it's
is
Jake helping everyone.
Ironic that our very own Jake, no insurance. It's the greatest.
And he wears like cargo shorts, not those khakis.
It's great.
So you're not the only person with an eclipse fail, so I thought I'd share this to make you feel a little better. The people who paid $1,100 for the Eclipse Delta flight apparently did not see the eclipse. And that's rough because you're spending $1,100 on a ticket to essentially nowhere that you really wanted to go. Some of these flights were just going to Detroit, and then you hop right back on a plane and go back. But they said, I really don't think anybody on the plane actually caught the eclipse in full totality. The pilot kept changing directions to make sure both sides got the chance to see something, but people were still crouching on the ground. They were climbing over seats just to look through the window and get a glimpse of the partial eclipse that they were seeing. But the best view they had, and how sad is this, Klein, was the shadow of the eclipse moving across the cities underneath them.
It's terribly sad.
That was pretty cool.
No.
So they got to see the full eclipse's shadow for $1,100. And they did get eclipse goodie bags with eclipse-themed sun chips.
Oh, my God. I mean, really, it is so...
And socks that said to the cosmos and back.
But they paid $1,100 to get on a plane to go get a perfect view of the total eclipse.
And to get above the clouds, to get above Jake's problem.
And they had their own issue, too, which is
that's
why
what
I
happened.
said no effort. Make no effort for things like this.
So I saw a news report yesterday. I have some audio here of that flight. And do you think these people are lying here? Here, check out, because they generally seem like excited.
And what was it like being on that flight, seeing it from the sky?
It was amazing. I mean, I had seen the eclipse when I was young and like in elementary, so this was an amazing experience.
It got very dark very quickly. It was really, really eerie. Really eerie. And then just as quickly, about 10 minutes later, it was normal sunny day again.
Take a night flight, you idiot. I mean, it's like you ever take off, leave around sunset, you can have that exact experience. Anywhere. I've had that experience a million times without having to pay extra. You just take off at 5 p.m. and by 8 o'clock it's dark and oh wow.
So that's the airplane guy explaining, and this is people on the ground.
Oh my God! Isn't that amazing? It's incredible.
They all sound the same. They all sound like old people secrets level.
Yeah,
every single
true.
person who's impressed by it. These are the same people that are impressed by, fireworks still. Like they haven't really got, fireworks haven't gotten much better since like the 1920s.
These sound like people who have had, that like I was in a wheelchair and now I'm walking again type experience.
I don't get it.
All right, the DAS system at Disneyland, that is the Disability Access Service. It's a service where, you tell Disneyland, hey, I would love to attend, but because of my condition, I cannot wait in long lines. And they go, no problem. We're just going to ask you a few questions. We're going to approve you, and then you can go throughout Disneyland. You don't have to wait in the lines. You can just go to that little DAS symbol and say, hey, I'm ready to ride, and they'll just clock you in and out. It's a great way to go through Disneyland, but use of this system, the DAS system, has tripled in the last couple of years because it was outed online as a hack, a Disneyland hack. So people were just kind of saying, yes, 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 here's my statement. They don't really use or have a lot of documentation to prove that you need it or that you don't need a doctor's note, let's say. So now they are saying they're on to you. And if you are dishonest and taking advantage of the DAS system, you could be banned from Disneyland for the rest of your life.
And here's someone with a real disability that wanted to give us their thoughts on this, and I think they're exactly right. Thank you.
And there's my proof.
Well, I think we can agree that person makes a good point, and I think that whatever she said should stand.
She's an autistic swimmer.
She's not,
guys.
Jake. She's not. She's living right here.
Actually, I think Jake would be the only person on the show who would qualify for this.
He
right?
has because he's got the irritable bowels.
Yeah, so you wouldn't be able to wait.
Colitis.
Right, so you wouldn't be able to wait in line for like 2 hours for the Cars ride because you're going to poop your pants.
Yeah, it sucks.
But everyone, listen. Every single person, no matter how good of a person you are, if you had a friend that you knew was temporarily disabled or permanently, and you had an extra Disneyland ticket, we would all call that friend to join us first. Wouldn't we? Would we not?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Let's be honest.
I've been on that. I've been on with somebody who was kind of like, let's say it wasn't like the full truth. But that Disneyland experience, like the front of the line, you do everything like within like 5 hours. It's amazing.
Get so much done. We had a friend who had sprained her ankle, and she lived in Anaheim, and it was like a no-brainer.
Right.
I was like, dude, she's like 10 minutes away from Disneyland, and she just sprained her ankle.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You guys never invited me to Disneyland.
That's true.
Still not worth it.
Sometimes not worth it.
It's not worth the car ride, Jake.
Yeah.
All right, when you're angry, really, really, really angry, what makes you feel better? Maybe there you go. Just express it.
That makes me feel better.
Screaming out to the ocean, having a laugh, taking it out on your loved ones, whatever you do. They have done a study on what techniques work better than others.
Yeah.
And they found one specific thing helps, and this is something that I already do every month in my Goddess Moon Circle group. What do? I write down the things that are upsetting me, I crumple them up, and I burn them. And they found that people who write down their frustrations and somehow destroy the page, whether it's shredding it, crumpling it up and putting it in the trash, burning it, tearing it to pieces with your teeth, whatever it is, that act does make you feel better afterwards. And this is now, according to a new study, they said that this does make people feel better.
All right, Omar, when we get into your round of Anonymous coming up next hour, you can write down all these things that we've said about you and burn them.
All right.
And then you should feel better.
Throw them at us.
No.
We got lots going on. Kicking off
you guys on fire?
A brand new hour of the show. That's a death threat, my friend. This is KROQ.
World famous KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ.
Just joining us, you missed the saga. Jake, the amateur eclipse chaser, wannabe assistant to the audio sniper, in a terrible car accident coming back from the eclipse yesterday. He's here to tell the tale, and his car is in pieces in the parking garage. His other car, the one he left here, his real car, has been wrapped, and we will be unveiling that car next hour. He will see it for the very first time after losing our forced resolution bet that we started the second week of January. And he will now have to drive around with an even worse car than the one that he got into an accident with. So I can't wait for that. But right now, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for 880 News. Don't change the station or I get beaten.
Okay, how are you preparing for the end of days? It's an important question. Some people do things like collect cans. Others buy whole-ass bunkers. Some people decide, you know what? I'm just going to load up on gold because I believe that will be the new form of currency. A lot of people believe that. And everybody is buying up Costco's tiny gold bars. They are, you remember when these went on sale, everybody was buying them. And now they have reported that Costco estimates they're selling $200 million a month just in gold bars. And these are the 1 ounce chunks that are $2,300, and it's
we
super
say bar,
tiny.
but they're not bars.
They're like
slivers.
They're like SD cards.
Yeah, they're
that
very small. But for $2,300, it's like, hey, the price is low. It's expensive, but it's low enough for people to be like, let's have 1 or 2 gold bars laying around just in case of an apocalypse, just in case.
Okay, so let's just hypothetical. Apocalypse happens. You've got a couple of Costco gold fingernails or whatever they are. And what are you going to do with them? Trade them for something?
Yeah, that's the idea,
how's
right?
That work?
Well, I mean, you would go back to like trading and bartering the way people did before money was
But
created.
are you like chiseling off a little piece of that already small gold thing?
Well, you can only buy something valued at $2,800. You didn't think about this, did you, Allie?
I'm not buying a gold bar, but I think people are, I mean, you would either trade the entire thing or you would find a way to cut it in half. Isn't gold like soft?
You do like little slivers. You shave
or
it
you
off.
melt it down and you make little coins out of it.
Here's my theory. You know, Costco's gotten so generous with their return policy that if you buy the gold and it goes up in value, great. If it goes down in value,
just return it.
You just go back to Costco and say, give me my $2,800 back.
In the apocalypse, just return it.
I'll tell you what's still going to be going on in the apocalypse, that line at Costco returns.
Yeah.
That looks like the apocalypse.
You know what'll happen to me is I will finally buy a gold bar and then the apocalypse will happen. It'll be like
Price will plummet.
Fallout. Everybody will just be using bottle caps.
I'm going to tell you right now, Allie, you should, because the price of gold I don't think has ever gone down. Like it fluctuates, but I think in the history of time
this would
it
be
just
a true
keeps going
test
up.
for me.
If you really want to test the mush power of Allie, you go buy one of those gold bars from Costco, and I bet you we get a report within the next week that says like an unprecedented drop in gold prices, like we've never seen before.
People returning gold at mass in mass numbers. All right, there is a new public enemy number 1 in this world, and I think it's a sign that the world is headed in the wrong direction. And I like to think that Lunchables have been there for all of us at one point. As an adult, they've gotten me through some tough times. For my mom, I know they helped her out when she didn't have the energy to make lunch. But now, according to Consumer Reports, Lunchables should not be allowed on menus for schools, and they have petitioned the USDA to have them removed. And I didn't even know that Lunchables were being served in schools. What schools are those? Because I wanted to go to those schools.
That's a great school. That's a lunch lady that really got lazy.
Damn.
'Cause you think about it, like
they're like, just here's some Lunchables, guys.
Allie, your aunt was a real life school lunch lady.
She was
right?
a lunch lady, yeah. She had the hairnet and everything.
Right. And that job, it's a thankless job.
It's a very tough job.
But the reality is you get giant bags of frozen. Usually, I don't think it's like it used to be back in the day.
Well, they're like, here's our budget. Here's what we're able to get. These crap ingredients, and you have to somehow make magic happen.
In The Simpsons, the lunch lady made fresh gravy because the ingredients were brown and water. It's a recipe that you can always use.
Sure.
But in real life, I don't even think you get to make that. Like, I think that everything's frozen, pre-made.
Or powdered, yeah.
Powdered. You heat it up, and you serve it.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's mac and cheese, it's like out of a package, and that's how you make it. And then kids, I think they assume, have lower standards. Where, like, even bad mac and cheese, I feel like a kid would eat. But it can only get so bad. And I think every kid would love a Lunchable.
I'm like embarrassed because my daughter says the pizza at her school is the best. She goes to public school, and she said the pizza at the school is the best pizza she's ever had in her life.
Even though she's had all the artisan pizzas that you've brought
home. And the pizza she gets at school is served in a bag. It comes out inside of a bag. Oh,
like
yeah.
Those thin plastic.
Yeah, like that thin cellophane
sleeves.
bag. And I go, don't ever say that publicly. Like, it's the best pizza. And then I'll, like, bring home really good
Yeah,
pizza.
sometimes kids just like crap.
And
They
she'll be
like crap food.
I wish this was the school pizza. I'm like, don't ever say that.
I wish this was the school pizza.
So
hey,
sad.
maybe the school can do pie wine.
Maybe. The kids love drinking.
Gambling is something that Klein is a huge fan of, and he's been doing it for a very long time.
We got
even
a lot
though
of
I
action
don't
on the
think
Masters. A lot of action.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You mean the majors?
No, the Masters.
There is a gambling reaction that is going viral because this guy was betting on the ponies. And I don't know how much this guy had on the line, but the video is, I would assume this is in Vegas, but it's, the sports book. Everyone's sitting around watching the race.
Oh, I love
and
watching
everyone's just kind of like hanging out, watching casually. And this guy is on his feet, and he is so excited that his horse is about to win.
Shake him up! Shake him up! Shake him up!
And I don't know if he's saying no, or yeah.
It doesn't matter. I love it. I love everything about Allie. Look at me. I'm boned up now. I am so excited when I hear that.
So this has got to be like some sort of trifecta or something like that, not just one race, right?
It could be one race, but let's say the horse.
It could be one race.
Well,
really? You're that excited over one race,
dude? Let's say the guy had $10,000 on the horse, or he had $100 on the horse. It was a 50-1 long shot. Listen, that's the exhilaration of a horse. I used to go to Hollywood Park when they had the horse races there. I would get so you lose control of your emotions when you see your number running down. You're like, ah!
Right.
Ah!
And if it was in second to last place and it's just coming up, you're like, baby!
No better feeling. It would be the same feeling you will get if you get Coachella tickets from us right now.
Yeah,
Klein Alley Show.
I can't wait to listen to you guys in the morning. I am laughing my bleep off every morning.
Das Kempinski Taschenberg Paledi-Kernmeiber. Mein Name ist Robin Hansen.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Caller 20, let's go. Let's give you some plans for the weekend. Coachella is finally here. Let's get your ass in. No doubt, just announced Vampire Weekend added, and so many others. Sublime will be there. Cannons will be there. Deftones, I believe. I can't keep track of it all, and I don't know how to read the schedule, but for regular people that know how to read it, good luck. Enjoy yourself. We'll get you in right now. 2 tickets are yours. We'll do it again at noon, 3 and 6 today, tomorrow, and then boom, Coachella is finally here. This hour, Allie will need your help as she once again turns Coachella into Cheapchella. We found out yesterday she'll be dressing in the popular theme of fairycore that was selected randomly, and today we spin another wheel of Coachella to determine, I think today is a food thing, what you'll be allowed to eat or what food you're going to try to smuggle in with you.
Smuggle?
Yeah, you may have to smuggle in a meatloaf. We're not sure.
It.
I figured you had.
I was looking up fairy core stuff yesterday, and I was trying to find what can I get for the cheapest price. And I think the direction I have to take for cost reasons is I've got to go fairy godmother.
Ugh. The only unhot fairy. Smart.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because all the other fairy stuff with the ears and the bejewels and all that stuff, it's expensive.
It's like sexy fairy.
Yeah, but I did order for $12.99 a Yugo Force light up fairy wing and wand combo.
All right. Well, if you want
So it just shipped. I just got the email.
All right. Allie will be there. Her first Coachella. We'd love to get you there with her. In fact, let's go ahead and pick up the phones right now and make someone's day instantly better. Caller 20 puts us in the San Fernando Valley. Who are you?
Yes, Laura.
Laura, I got great news. You are going to Coachella.
Yes, I am.
Fairy twins, am I right?
You going to be, do you have an outfit picked out, or do you have to figure this out now?
I have to figure this out now.
Yeah. Well, Allie will be walking around like the fairy godmother.
Come on, be my fairy twin.
I'm doing it, Allie. I'm seeing you, and I'm going to be a fairy.
All right. Hold on 1 second. Enjoy your tickets. Enjoy your Coachella. We got more tickets coming up for you tomorrow right around this time, and we'll do it throughout the day on KROQ noon, 3 and 6.
Klein Alley Show.